Your first question, it says, what is the sum of 16 and 12 hundredths and 2 and 3 tenths? So you know that sum tells you that the meaning or the meaning of sum is the answer to an addition problem. So you need to add those two numbers. So you start off with lining up your digits and your decimal point. So you put 16.12 plus 2.3, and then you begin to add. Before you begin adding, you drop that decimal point, drop it down like it's hot, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down. So a 0 is a placeholder, so if you need to put a 0 there, you can. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 plus 2, 6, 7, 8. And then you can put a 0 there if you need to for a holder. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So your answer, if you double click, it would be 18 and 42 hundredths. Okay? The next question says find the quotient of 51 divided by 3. And we know that quotient means the answer to a division problem. So remember, our first step is to rewrite our problem with 51 as the dividend and 3 as our divisor. So 3 is our divisor and 51 as our dividend. And we need to ask ourselves here, okay, how many times does 3 go into 5? And the answer is, so you have to ask yourself, how many times is 3 times what gives you 5? Or how many times does 3 go into 5? And the answer is 1. So then you'll place 3 times 1 equals 3. So you'll put a 3 below the 5. And then you'll find the difference between 5 and 3, which is 2. And then you will bring down your 1. And then you ask yourself, 3 times what, or how many times does 3 go into 21? And the answer is 7. And 3 times 7 is 21, so you put 21. And then you subtract. And you get 0. So I'll have this off to the side for you. And your answer is 17. All right, and then the last question for fluency for today, it says, what is the product of 21 and 5 and 9 tenths? So remember, product means the answer to a multiplication problem. So we need to multiply. And remember, our first step when multiplying is to rewrite our problem without the decimal point. So we have 21, then we have to write 5, and then 9. And then we begin to multiply. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. We're done with the 9. So we have to add a 0. And we begin to multiply the 5 now. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. And then you begin to add your products up. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 5 is 13. 1 plus, oops, move that over. 1 plus 1 is, plus 0 is 2. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. And then you have to go back to your original problem and count how many numbers are behind the decimal point. I see a 9, and nothing's behind the 1, so just a 9. So that means I swoop only once. So my answer is 123 and 9/10. And that's fluency for today.